today is NTI Day 23. Woohoo! And tomorrow starts our remediation days. So anybody who's fallen behind, don't worry. It is okay. We're going to get caught up. Remember, I have everything broken into chunks. Lots of you have been jumping on and working. If you'll break it down into the 3 chunks, you can get it done just like that. What is honestly going to take you the longest is going to be the iReady lessons. So if you haven't started those, there's 5 of them. Don't get overwhelmed because each iReady lesson is only listed as 20 to 22 minutes. And that means that you're slowing down and you're taking a long time. You know how it pops up, are you still there? So if you're working through it, you're going to get through it. I don't want you to stress about the score. It's okay. iReady, Google Forms, all participation grades. That means when you get it done and you send me that message, bam, you get 100 in the grade book. Okay, so don't stress. So you have 5 iReady lessons. Then we come down here and have 5 Google Forms. Those Google Forms are, I think, 8 to 10 questions, and they're broken into topics. So we have fractions. You all love fractions. Data. Those are just your line plots, your bar graphs, your pictographs. We didn't have any work on day 13. Google Forms perimeter and area. Remember, perimeter, perimeter, parking lot. We plus the outside. Area is the inside. We multiply length times width, or we can count the blocks. Then you have multiplication and division patterns. You all are great at that. That's just your fact families. And then you have geometry. Those are just your shapes, common shapes. It's not a lot of quadrilaterals. I know those stress us out. Then we have 7 days of simple solutions. And that sounds like a lot, but I promise it is not. Because it is our simple solutions that we do each day, except it's all in multiple choice form. Okay? You will need some scratch paper to work on it. And each day I have a video just like this in the instructions. So please make sure that you watch it for each day. And I go over every single question. All right, guys. Today, we are working on quiz number 14. Make sure that you're taking the correct quiz and simple solutions because I can't count them if you're doing the ones at a later time because those come in our later NTI days. All right, so here we go. Number 1 says round 218 to the nearest 100. I've already got it set up here. So we find the place, look next door. 5 or more, we raise the score. No, 4 or less, we let it rest. So that 2 is going to stay a 2, and then I look to the right, and I put zeros inside. All right, number 2. Betsy the cow gave 6 liters of milk each morning. How many liters of milk did she give in 5 days? Okay, so I have 5 days drawn by squares. I put a 6 inside of each day because that's the same thing as 5 groups of 6. And 5 times 6 we know is 30. Okay, so Betsy gave 30 liters of milk. All right, number 3. What fraction is shaded? Fill in the missing denominator. Well, they've already got a 2 because the numerator answers the question, and there's 2 shaded. Are you serious? No, I did. I thought I hadn't hit the record button. Oh, I was stressing out. I'm talking to myself. Sorry. Okay. Come back to reality. Miss Turner moment. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cats. So I'm going to come over here in my denominator and find the 6. Good job. All right, here we go. 8 times 8. Well, if you don't know 8 times 8, then let's do 7 times 8. Remember our riddle? 5, 6, 7, 8. 56 equals 7 times 8. So if 56 is 7 times 8, let's add 8 to that, which would give us 64. All right. Fill in the unknown factor. 3 times what is 15? Well, right here, I have a 5 in the ones place. And I know that any product that has a 5 in it has to be a multiple of 5. 5, 10, 15. Okay, To paint the Golden Gate Bridge, painters used 353 gallons of paint on Monday and Tuesday, and another 539 gallons on Wednesday and Thursday. By Friday, a total of 989 gallons of paint had been used for the week. How many gallons of paint were used on Friday? Two-part question. First thing we're going to do is we are going to add our 353 and 539. 3 plus 9 is 2. Carry my 1. 1 plus 5 is 6. Plus 3 more is 9. And 3 plus 5 is 8. All right. So then I come over here and I put my 8, 92. 9 minus 2 is 7. I cannot take 9 from 8. So I come over here and I get 10 more. 18 minus 9 is 9. And 8 minus 8 is 0. So 97 gallons. They use 97 gallons. Okay, let's go on. It says the movie will begin at 7:30. It is now 7:10. How many minutes will the movie begin? In how many minutes? So when I'm working in the same hour, I can just set that up as a subtraction problem. So 0 minus 0, 0. 3 minus 1 is 2. So it will begin in 20 minutes. All right. Find the area by counting the square units. That's just counting the inside blocks. I have 2 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in each row. So that's an array. 2 times 8 is 16. So this is 16 units squared. All right. 683 plus 126. I already have that all set up for us. So 3 plus 6 is 9. 8 plus 2 is 10. Carry my 1. 1 plus 6 is 7. Plus 1 more is 8. 809. Oh, I lost my questions. That's okay. We'll hold it like this. It's probably easier. Okay, it says, in the box, write the letter that shows 0/4. Well, when I'm looking at this, I know that if A is 1/4, then what comes right before 1, and that is 0. So that means that the letter D is standing for 0/4. All right. Number 11, write 27 tens as a base number. Okay, so 27 tens is the same thing as saying 27 times 10. Anything times 10 is just that number with a 0. Good job. Okay, so 27 tens is 270. A lot of times when we talk about that, we talk about money. I'll say, okay, would you rather have 27 $1 bills or 27 $10 bills? They're both pieces of paper, right? Right. But 27 times 1 is 27. And 27 times 10s are 270. Good job. What if I had 27 $100 bills? What would that be? 2,700, because I just add the 2 zeros. Good job. Okay, here's our next one. We are solving for 3 times 2 times 5. And it says to always solve parentheses first, which we know. And it doesn't matter which numbers I buddy up. Who remembers what property that is? When I can buddy up the different numbers and still get the same product. The associative property. Okay, so let's start. We first have 3 times 2. 3 times 2 is 6. And 6 times 5 is 30. And then, if I come down here and I change it and do the 2 times 5 first, 2 times 5 is 10. And 3 times 10 is still 30. It doesn't matter which ones I buddy up. I'm still going to get the same product. All right, next one. 826 minus 213. I'll go ahead and take this off. We'll scoot it over here so I can fold it over. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, here we go. Okay, so 6 minus 3 is 3. 2 minus 1 is 1. 8 minus 2 is 6. No borrowing. All right, which of the following shapes is a quadrilateral that is not a square, a rectangle, or a rhombus? Remember when we did our quadrilaterals and we drew our trees? There was one that sat over here by itself. It was a special type of quadrilateral, but it only had one set of parallel sides. Who can remember what I call that? It looks like this. I call that a trapezoid. Good job. And my last problem. Each year in a human life is said to equal 7 years in a dog's life. If a dog is 6 human years old, what is its age in dog years? So that would be 6 times 7. And 6 times 7 is 42. Now my Phoebe, she's an old lady. You know, I tell you this. She is 11 human years. So how old would she be? 11 times 7 is 77. All right, guys, that is our last simple solutions for the week. So you all take your time, do your best. I'm loving all of this proficient, distinguished work I'm getting. I love and miss you bunches. Bye, friends.